All right, back for day 16 of the 100 horror films in 31 days. I'm well on pace, well past 50 films so far. I actually got in 6 films today. First up, Happy Death Day 2 with. I'm already going to start laughing because I hate this movie, but Christopher Langdon directed this. It's really just a sci-fi comedy masquerading as a slasher movie. The only interest I had in it is because it was shot in New Orleans at Loyola University, and I do like the main actress. I think she's very good looking, but there's nothing. No, there's really nothing to. This film doesn't have any redeeming features. I mean, it's just a bunch of sci-fi mumbo jumbo. It's really geared towards. I think it's geared towards kind of teenage girls, 13 to 18. I could see them kind of liking it. I mean, but I can't imagine anybody other than that liking it. But interestingly enough, my stepdaughter, who's 17, I said, she likes horror movies. I said, yeah, I'm watching Happy Death Day 2, so that you don't have to. You want to watch it? And she said, no, it sucked. The first one sucked. Why would I want to watch the second one? Obviously, she's smarter than I am, because I watched it, and I'm glad that it's over, and I won't ever have to see it again. It's crap. But, I mean, it's just a teeny bopper, cutesy movie that's really, they eliminated much of the slasher elements, which was the only real reason I saw the first one. But yeah, I mean, it's got a lot of comedy that's kind of, unless you're like 15 or 16, probably it's not going to be very funny to you. But 3 out of 10. Next up, 1981's Final Exam. Now, this slasher film gets a lot of interest because it's really, this is one of those that came out and the killer had no motivations. It's a pure Michael Myers ripoff, but this one's different from Halloween in that the killer is seen, he's obvious. He's not dressed up. He just looks like a regular Joe, and he's going around killing people, kind of like almost just like a Michael Myers type. But yeah, I mean, it's the thing that's interesting about this one is some of the stuff that's done on the college campus where this takes place would not fly today. I mean, there's terrorism scenes. There's there's pranks where they have a campus shooting, which, I mean, you're looking at that like in today's eyes, like, oh shit, this would never pass the censors. But I like some of the characters in this are good. I like the goofball cops in this. I mean, it's a decent slasher. It's nothing great, but it's come at a time when everybody was trying to cash in on slasher films. It does have an audio commentary track, which I've listened to, but all right. Next up, I broke out the 88 films box set for Anaconda. I was not a big fan of these things. I mean, I remember mainly because I felt like it was just Sci-Fi Channel, really bad CGI. But this is a nice box set, and I thought, well, I got it at a good price. I'll go ahead and give the old Anaconda a try. So I watched Anaconda 1, 1997. I tell you what, I liked it. I'm ashamed to say I liked it. Yes, the CGI is still bad, but Jon Voight, man, he chews the scenery as this Argentine or Colombian guy that's like a snake charmer, but really he's just a badass that's trying to take over this party that's actually gone into the Amazon to film this ancient tribe. He wants to capture the giant anaconda, of course, for money, and he basically sets the party against themselves and against him. He makes the movie. I mean, he really was fantastic in this. I think people might classify it as ham acting, but whether you call it ham acting or not, it was fantastic stuff. John Voight was great in it, 7 out of 10. Next up was Blood Orchid, 2004, which is a decent follow-up. This time there's a rare orchid that can, the essence from this flower, which only blooms like 2 weeks out of the year, has a lot of power. So this scientific group goes down and tries to capture it. And of course, they run into the anacondas. It's a good one. I enjoyed it too. The third film drops off significantly, and that was Offspring, 2008. Now we get into these Sci-Fi Channel ripoffs, which is what I thought most of the Anaconda was about, and how I remembered it. And that's it's classic sci-fi, bad acting, not very good. I give it a 4 out of 10. Trail of Blood, which was the final film, also shot in 2008. Now you've got a giant anaconda roaming around Romania. It's just the CGI is really, really bad, and the acting is like the Sci-Fi Channel. It's really, really bad. Anaconda. The fact is, this set is really kind of nice, but there's really only 2 good films in it. I think that's it, though. That's going to wrap up day 16. Thanks for watching.